Electricity in the air tonight.
These players are made for moments like this.
Score! Spectacular! Oh, what a shot!
Let's go!
Wednesday night in Miami. The love for the game for many started at the park or in the backyard playing ones. Well, tonight begins the tour to bragging rights, and fierce competition is on the way. Welcome inside Sephora Arena. Unrivaled one-on-one tournament on TNT Sports is presented by Sprite, where once again we will crown the one. It's a hefty prize pool, $300,000 total, including a grand prize of $200,000 to the one-on-one champion. Here's a rules breakdown for you. Single elimination until we reach the finals. Winning score to 11 points. And we will start at center court in a half-court style 1v1. Just like you see in 3x3 at Unrivaled, 2s and 3s. It is a make-it-take-it format. And this is a new wrinkle this season. 2 consecutive non-shooting fouls result in a point for the offense, plus they keep the ball. Here we go, time to crown the one. Brendan Glasheen, Ice Young, and Sarah Kustok, welcome to the Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite. This takes you back to when you were a kid. This is awfully exciting.
Oh, man, I love ones. It's all about the pride, all about playing with physicality and the fierce competition. You know, ones, it's all about you. You can't blame anyone else. You take ownership for everything. It should be a great bump, Sarah.
I think it's about the bag, too. I mean, that is a hefty amount of change. We know these players, though, understand the importance of what this means because it is about pride. You got to give them a ton of respect and admiration for stepping out on this floor to see who's going to be crowned.
We have 11 outstanding matchups. We're sprinkling around from pod A, B, C, and D, all organized by position. So in pod B, Cloud and Gray coming up. You see missed on missed crime with Yueru and Stewart, who joked, I hope to score this year. She was blanked by Aaliyah Edwards in the first round. You'll see Vinyl with Burrell and Howard. Kate Martin, Paige Beckers. One way will feel the breeze. Let's welcome in the 4th member of our crew at the Sprite Circle. What's that all about, Roz Goldenwade?
Yes, this right here is the Sprite Circle that I'm standing in, and it's important when it comes to change of possession in these games. When the defensive player gets a defensive rebound, or if there's a live ball turnover, that player has to clear the three-point line, get their feet behind the three-point line before they can take a shot. And there's 2 ways they can do that. Either by dribbling the ball past the three-point line or by passing, outlet pass to someone standing in this Sprite Circle. But get this, they still got to get their feet behind the three-point line before they can receive a pass back. And that whole sequence, it can be defended. So that is something of note to keep your eye on within these matchups.
Roz, good stuff. Once you catch the pass beyond the line or clear it yourself, that 7-second shot clock begins. Our first matchup out of Pod B, the 2-7 in Chelsea Gray, Unrivaled second leading scorer, takes on Natasha Cloud. Let's turn it over to public address announcer, Rhea.
Unrivaled family, welcome to the first round of Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite. Fans, let's make some noise for this historic event tonight. Unrivaled fans, let's meet the first 2 players to face off. From St. Joseph's University, representing the Phantom, number 15, Natasha Cloud. And from Duke University, representing the Rose, number 12, Chelsea Gray.
We met with Chelsea Gray a few days ago prior to a Rose game, and she joked, of course I draw a clamp down defender in Natasha Cloud. Chelsea Gray is a clutch closer, her Sprite strength.
Yeah, as Nola Henry had told us, and we've seen this through the course of her career in every single stop. She is an immaculate passer. We know today it is about scoring.
And right on cue, ice, the clamp down defender, Natasha Cloud, who's landed on 3 all-defensive teams in her career.
Yeah, she thrives from getting stops on the defensive side of the basketball, but has tremendous size and strength as a guard. She can be a big guard at times, and she might look to post up Chelsea Gray a little bit.
And she's hitting threes this year, too. Let's go over to Ross.
Chelsea, as the higher seed, you get to decide who shoots for rock. Me. Take that shot.
Okay, here we go. Chelsea Gray to start with the basketball. We're going from right to left here at Sephora Arena. The Sprite Unrivaled one-on-one tournament is underway. Cloud utilizes the outlet passer, puts the head down and drives, poked free. Gray's so good at that. Off 1 foot, Cloud is on the board first.
And where we're talking about a clamp down defender in Cloud, do not forget how quick of hands Chelsea Gray does have and what she can do as a defender.
Here's Cloud, who's knocked down threes at 41%, leans in, box out by Gray. Outlet passer must stand in the Sprite circle. Gray clears the line. Mid-range pull, trickles off the iron.
2 mid-range shots for Chelsea Gray. A high percentage shot for her.
Cloud for 3. Too strong on it. 2-zip. Natasha Cloud, the 7 seed. Against Chelsea Gray. Not quite clutch time yet. Down just 2. Fake it, contested, hits it.
See one go through. She obviously hit the shot to get ball to begin with. But the energy in here, I feel tense. This is palpable of just what this means and the significance of these games.
Three-pointer, Gray, swish just as she did to earn the first possession.
Love that decision to shoot the 3. You want to keep the defense on their toes as much as possible.
Cloud in a low stance phantom all season as a club has taken pride in defense. Mid-range, Gray is fouled and will shoot. 1 worth 2. Same unrivaled 3x3 rules apply in one-on-one.
And this is where it becomes tricky and interesting to see the balance of it. You want to be physical. You're going to see that, but what it does to put someone on the line and also give it a little bit of a break and breather.
Gray, a 96% free throw shooter, has only missed 1 in the regular season. Cloud dashes, and a foul is called on Gray.
That's a tough call. We're going to see what things look like, I think, here early on, and just the feel-out process of setting the tone by officials of how much they will be able to bang and bump here.
Now, players are permitted to commit an unlimited amount of fouls. However, 2 non-shooting fouls in a row results in a point for the offensive player. Fade away, Gray, too strong. Quick outlet, Cloud 3, we're tied.
That was in rhythm for Natasha Cloud. On the clear pass, got her feet beyond the 3. Clean footwork, nice in rhythm jumper.
Monumental shift. Gray missed the free throw, a chance to go up 7-2. And Cloud's got the lead. We mentioned the 3-point shooting numbers are up this year, and Cloud's hit 2 of them.
You talk about how it's changed the complexion of the game in 3-on-3. This one-on-one, it's lit.
A 3 can win it, decides to take a tough 2. Nothing but net.
Cloud pulling up on a dime. Wanted the foul, didn't get it, but it's like a good hand one to me.
Well, Chelsea Gray lost in the first round last year. She accomplished a lot in year 1. Cloud has her on the verge of elimination. Aims to turn, high off window, no. Shot clock starts for Gray in the triple threat. Puts the head down, chisels for space. Knocked out of bounds. And Cloud's like, can I challenge? You don't get one of those. So it's
Not
Gray's
here,
ball.
but good defense, though.
Now, the shot clock at 2.1. Gray from half court. Switch!
Momentum shifter. And Chelsea Gray missed a couple shots and mid-rangers that I think we're typically accustomed to seeing go through.
Gray leads Unrivaled in three-point percentage. Hunts her shot, barrels in, absorbs some contact. Cloud with the stop. Quick outlet. Can Cloud get the job done? A three. Tracked down by Gray. Now Chelsea Gray can win it with a three. Don't have to win by two. Crossover, mid-range.
Interesting, no one has taken a timeout yet.
Cloud does not use the passer. Good call, Ice. Each player has a 30-second timeout at its disposal. Gray for the dub. Hits a three. She's moving on. If this is what we're going to get all night in the first round, buckle up.
What did Nola Henry say? Clutch closer, and that's exactly what Chelsea Gray did. This is a big-time shot coming back after Natasha Cloud had a 10-5 lead, and Chelsea Gray, yeah, she knows a thing or two about game winners. Big-time bucket here for the point guard.
Space.
Chelsea Gray, we call her the clutch closer. That's her Sprite strength. She's with Ross.
Chelsea, there's just something about you in the clutch. Take me through the game-winning shot, stepping into it.
Man, I feel like I missed some easy ones. I felt good. I fell in a rhythm. Tasha's a one hell of a competitor, and I knew that coming out, so had to put my best foot forward.
At one point there, she was 1 point away from winning this thing. How did you close ground that quick and stay with it?
Scary thoughts, man. Defense, playing towards tendencies, making every shot tough. She had some tough shots, and that's what this creates. So hats off to her, but I'm moving on.
Yes, you are, and you're in this league overall. You're the second leading scorer. How much does that even translate to this one-on-one format?
Yeah, sometimes with 3-on-3, shot clock running down, you got to go get a bucket. So showcasing that one-on-one is what we like to do.
Yes, you are moving on, and here is your sticker card. Go advance your name on that bracket.
Thank you. This is my first time doing this, man.
Chelsea Gray lost in the first round to her former Rose teammate, Azare Stevens. And moving on, she does take pride in finding teammates, understands it's a different challenge here in one-on-one.
Yeah, she told us she gets joy in passing, but she also gets joy from money. And she cashed a couple big ones in here tonight.
And like you said, playing down. I mean, when you get down and you see a player go up 2 or 3 possessions in this game, it's scary thoughts. And so the way that she handled it with composure as a seasoned veteran that she is, but the big buckets that she made throughout this game, the three-pointers. What I love about Chelsea Gray's shot is the high arc that she gets. She always finds a way to kind of fade away, get to her spots, and then be able to get her shot off cleanly. Right outside that mid-post area, she thrives, Sarah.
And she's talked to us about working on quickening her release from the three-point line, and you can see it. She's got such a great ability to create space, and she uses that physicality to bump some of that.
So Gray is on to the second round of Pod B to face the winner of 3-seed Jackie Young and 6-seed Isaiah James. Will it be a pair of aces in the second round, or does Isaiah from the player development pool stun the captain of Laces? As Breanna Stewart gets loose, she represents Pod D as the #1 seed. Her competition is the 8 seed in Pod D, her missed teammate, Yueru. Stewart joked countlessly with us last week that she hopes to score this year. She was blanked 12-zip by Aaliyah Edwards. This is what we have coming up, Yueru and Stewart here at Sephora Arena.
And you love that level of both making a little bit of fun of herself, but also Breanna Stewart, the confidence you know that she brings to the table, the #1 overall seed. And she's a player who can score at all 3 levels, but the biggest part to me is the defense as well. And so she's got to use her quickness, her ability to get downhill against a player like Yueru.
Okay, over to the court with Rhea.
it's time for the next matchup. From China, representing the Mist, number 28, Yueru. And from Yukon, also representing the Mist, number 30, Breanna Stewart.
They know that's a fact, and she stalk with me.
All right, Stewie. At number 1, you have the higher seed, so you get to decide who shoots for ball.
Me.
Bet on yourself. Stewie ball. Check up.
Pod D is the big pod, and Breanna Stewart brings size and skill. That's her sprite strength.
Yeah, Zach O'Brien says it all, and that's some of the biggest strengths you can have.
And Lee is a 6'7" pure scorer, going to need to use every inch of her size to score over Stewie.
And Lee's talked about how Stewart reads defenses, has learned that being her teammate with Mist. Here comes Stewart, looks for her first points in one-on-one. There it is! Now, she said she'd celebrate in real time. A smile will do.
I think that's a celebration for Stewie.
We're reminded it's a healthy Breanna Stewart. Walk up 3, missed it left side. Now Lee has the outside shot capability at 6'7", high on glass and in. We're tied at 2.
Yueru has been impressive this season, and so I am interested to see how she goes about it here being in single coverage.
Lee, a deep 3 off the left side. China's leading scorer and rebounder at the Paris Olympics, a Chinese sensation, and Lee has adapted nicely to 3x3. Here she is in the one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite. Stewart with the walkthrough and floats it home.
Through a little bit of contact as well. The nice body control from Stewie and the touch in the paint.
Winner advances to face Aaliyah Boston in the second round. Stewart swish from deep.
And Stewart is just so quick. She can get to any spot. We talked about how she scores at all 3 levels. She's already showcased that here early on.
Averaging 20 points per game, 9 rebounds, a step back, extends the range. Long rebound to Lee, utilizes the outlet passer. In the Sprite circle. Lee fades away and connects.
There's that touch I mentioned. She is good in the mid-range. For Lee, this game is all about getting to the mid-post. As long as she protects her dribble and can get to the paint, she's good.
In the paint once again, fires with the left. And ties it at 6.
I'm gonna say this much. I think this is the only matchup we're gonna see all day where both players continue to smile at each other through the entire game.
Just before this matchup started, I spoke with Stewie. She told me she feels way different than she did last season. Health has a lot to do with it. She feels healthy, buoyant, and ready to avenge that first round exit.
Lee comes up with the stuff. Stewart boxes out. Tied at 6. We play to the winning score of 11. Stewart jab, fire, rattle home a 3.
Yeah, that's a signature bucket for Stewie. Off the jab, not needing to dribble. She can find her rhythm.
And Breanna Stewart can put away her missed teammate right here. Works it. Fake spin with the left hand. Breanna Stewart is moving on for the first time in her one-on-one career.
Stewart's counter moves are incredible, and you saw it there. She understood what she needed to do, and getting so deep inside the post, and despite the size of Yueru, she can continue to come at her. There's that smile. They had a lot of fun. You love the teammates, and that's a big-time bucket to begin with, and then closing it out with all of those counter moves for the lefty finish.
Perhaps the start of a revenge tour. Roz is with Breanna Stewart.
Stewie, first of all, how nice to have your kiddies here watching Mama get this win.
I know, my kids just got in today, so, you know, it was a big day for me. Family here, first bucket in one-on-one, so a lot of things that I was paying attention to from last year and happy to be moving on.
Absolutely. How much did that fuel you? Trying to avenge the early first-round exit last year? You get your first win, first points, all of that today.
Yeah, I mean, Lee is obviously a three-dimensional, three-level scorer, so just trying to give her tough shots, and she did great, but I wanted to keep going.
How did you deal with her height? She's 6'7".
Yeah, just trying to give her tough contested shots, and she made them. So shout out to Lee. You know, that's my teammate, and miss on miss crime is not nice, but we continue on, and good luck to my next Misties.
All right, thank you, Stewie. Well, guess what? I have your name card here that you and your kids can advance on the bracket over there to the next round.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Two of Unrivaled's biggest stars in Chelsea Gray and Breanna Stewart were first-round knockouts a year ago, and in 2026, in the second version of the Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite, they're moving on.
I love the kiddies with her. I mean, how cool, but such a good environment. I almost think the smiling might have been psyching out your teammate, too. Like, I'm going to smile at you, but not take it easy on you.
I'm part of it, but I'm excited to continue to watch Breanna Stewart. As Roz said, as we've heard all season, how healthy she is. She's been peaking and playing some of her best basketball at Unrivaled, and this is an area and a circumstance in one-on-one that I think she thrives.
Oh, Ruby and Theo can get brand new toys with $200,000, right? Maybe
nice
more than
bag.
toys. They make the journey together.
This is my favorite part. Love when they get to put
So
that
Breanna
label.
Stewart has a date with Aaliyah Boston in the second round. Ruby and Theo embrace Mommy Stewie. It's Unrivaled one-on-one tournament action on True TV, presented by Sprite.
The one-on-one tournament is single elimination. Ooh, you. True. Lee, you got something to add?
Single elimination until the finals. The only advice I'm giving is the best of three. Yes.
Marina? So the champion still walks away at 250, right? Yes. And the crown. You said a prize pool of 350. So where's the rest? I thought you never asked. So the semifinalists win $25,000. The runner-up wins $50,000. And the what? No.
Let's go!
TNT Sports coverage of Unrivaled is presented by Miller Lite. With great taste and only 96 calories, it's Miller time. And by AT&T, connecting changes everything. It's the Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite, where we will once again crown the one. We've had 2 first-round winners already, Chelsea Gray and Breanna Stewart, most recently moving to the second round of Pod D, has a date with Aaliyah Boston. And up to Pod C, our next matchup features 2 former Notre Dame stars, Marina Mabrey, the 3 seed, and 6 seed Sonia Citron. Again, the Sprite Unrivaled one-on-one tournament. Mabrey, Citron, both players that can get to the rack, knock down the outside shot. Sonia Citron, what stands out to you?
Man, So-So is so fun to watch. She can get downhill, she can score in the paint, she's long, and this is gonna be a good matchup. What? Come on.
Watch out. Well, and Marina Mabrey, we saw her put up 47 points in Philadelphia. You know that she can score from anywhere at any time. It also has a little bit more size and physicality that she can really attack Sonia in different places.
For Notre Dame pride, Citron the 6, Mabrey the 3 in Pod Z. Let's go to Rhea.
Fans, it's time for the next matchup. From the University of Notre Dame, representing the Hive, number 11, Sonia Citron. And from the University of Notre Dame, representing the Lunar Owls, number 3, Marina Mabrey.
2 former Fighting Irish will battle it out. Let's look at our Sprite one-on-one strengths. Marina Mabrey.
Yeah, DJ Sackman told us bucket architect. There is no question about that in how she understands to score from everywhere on the floor.
And Coach Rena says So-So is a stealthy scorer, and I think that is right on the nail. She's good.
Over to Ross.
Marina, as the higher seed, you get to choose who shoots for ball.
I'll shoot.
All right, Marina shooting the ball. Here we go. So-So's ball. Check up.
I
don't think there's one higher seed that won't shoot for ball tonight.
I have a hard time thinking anyone, which I always say that, and there may be someone, but I think you always just want to get one more practice shot in before you go.
Citron quickly hits the brakes and knocks down a 3. So the 6 seed off to a good start.
That's the threat that So-So poses. You know she wants to get downhill and score, but created some space for her 3.
Mabrey is Unrivaled's leading scorer. Citron's dropped 14 plus and 9 straight off the back heel and in. A 5-0 spurt by Sonia Citron.
Guys, I spoke with Napheesa Heidemann, Sonia's teammate on the Hive. She told me the key to the game for So-So is to be herself, stay calm, cool, and collected.
Raj, she's talked about finding herself in this format as Mabrey gets on the board.
That's where Mabrey can become so tough, though. Of course, she's got range from anywhere, but if she gets that deep in the paint and in the basket, it's so tough for her to stop with that size.
After a 5-0 lead established by Citron, Mabrey absorbs contact and will get 1 free throw worth 2.
Yeah,
winning score is 11 points.
This is an area of Marina's game that she's been working on this season, of posting up smaller guards, trying to make sure she's patient and getting an angle to finish in the paint. You cannot leave free throws, though, on the floor. You want to make those in this type of game.
She's only missed 3 all regular season. Citron from way deep, cleared by Mabrey, escapes to the corner and drills it. Tied at 5.
Knew exactly where she was going, getting to the weak side corner, so Citron had a lot of ground to try and cover.
The winner of this matchup draws the Howard Burrell winner in the second round. That's later tonight here on True TV. Mabrey off the mark that time. It's a $300,000 prize pool. The champion wins $250,000. $100,000. We crown the one on Saturday night.
Costly turnover there. Soso didn't get it to the Sprite circle.
And a half-court three by Mabrey. Nails it. 5-0 run, 8-0 run. And suddenly the momentum is with Mabrey.
You know that's what she wants to shoot every single time. She's trying to create for her threes.
She had it going on in Philly. How about here in Miami? Just grazes the iron. Wants to work hard on the O board. No need to clear on an offensive rebound since she maintained possession. Now Mabrey is 1 point away from a first-round victory. Both of these players are new to one-on-one. Mabrey did not play last year. On the attack, hunts her shot, no whistle, off the fingertips of Citron. Shot clock is reset to .3 for Mabrey. This one's got to go up. And she did not realize that the shot clock was at 3. Citron is on life support. Couple of crossovers, sidestep 3. Tracks it down. Citron made a 3 in this matchup so far. Floats it up and a late whistle on Mabrey.
And that's the one thing that can just help not only get you back into this game a little bit closer, but I keep talking about it also allows for a little bit of a breather here for both these players.
Each player does have a 30-second timeout in each game of this tournament. Breanna Mabrey up 3. Play to a winning score of 11. Citron wraps around. Mabrey the stop. Hustles to clear. Left-hand dribble. Breanna Mabrey with the left hand.
I think that was a little bit of a fatigue shot.
Citron for 3. We're tied at 10. One member of the Fighting Irish in this matchup is moving on. 5 unanswered by Citron to tie the game. Fadeaway J seals the deal. Sonia Citron pulls off the upset. She is moving on.
Citron set the tone early, gets up, and that's some composure and poise in how she was able to finish it. Exactly what Ross said, Napheesa Heineman, her teammate, was talking about. And just quickly surveys the floor, getting to a spot, and this is her game to a T. What a big time bucket.
Off 1 foot, the touch, kind of the little luller to sleep, and then just got a little bit of space. Beautiful shot. Soso was down 10-5.
She's learned how to be more mentally stronger in this unrivaled setting. She is with Roz.
Sonia, at one point you were down 10-5. What did it take to dig back and find a way to this victory?
I think just lock in on defense and just continue to play my game.
When you needed a bucket, the game winner, the game was tied at 10-10. What did you lean on and how did you set up the shot?
I mean, I just wanted to get to the basket. I didn't want to settle, and it worked.
You know what? In talking to you, I see the demeanor, calm, cool, and collected. That's what your teammate Napheesa Heineman said you are. How do you not get too high with the highs or too low with the lows out there on this court?
I think just, I don't know, it's just who I am. It's who I've always been. When I get high, when I get low, I think my game kind of gets affected. So I just try to do what's best for me, and that's just staying consistent.
Well, it absolutely worked here in round 1, and I have your name card here. So what we do is take it, you go to the bracket, and advance your name to the next round.
Big day for Sonia Citron, the first upset of the first round. Defeats 3-seed Breanna Mabrey in Pod C. Also named to the USA Basketball Women's National Team roster for the upcoming qualifying tournament in Puerto Rico. Got to feel good for Citron. Mabrey's had some shine, right? Big nights, including Philadelphia. And Citron has come out of her shell more, finding more of a groove here in Miami.
She looks like she's in rhythm and adjusting to everything that is unrivaled, but her game is so silky smooth to watch. She can beat you in a multitude of ways, and like Roz mentioned, she was down 10-5. So the mentality to take your time, to trust your defense, and then to score the basketball and get your name up there.
Big
the beauty of this in this game is Sonia Citron showed us here is when it's one-on-one, when it's make it, take it, you can go on little runs, and that's exactly what she was able to do. So much of it, too, was predicated on her ability to knock down those three-point shots to get her back in it, but whew, what a move, and what a couple matchups we've had here to start.
It's our first upset of the night. Citron awaits the winner of a final matchup between 2-seed Howard, 7-seed Burrell. That is later tonight. Over to Pod A, can Citron's Hive teammate, the 1-seed in Pod A, Kelsey Mitchell, take care of business? I know many Unrivaled fans are anxiously waiting to see how Mitchell can get to work and shot create in this 1v1 format. The Unrivaled one-on-one tournament is presented by Sprite. We are once again here to crown the one. Mitchell and Banham are coming up. Banham, of course, of Lunar Owls. A pure sniper. Mitchell with Cincy speed. Here we go. Pod A, 1 versus 8. Over to Rhea.
Fans, it's time for the next matchup. From the University of Minnesota, representing the Lunar Owls, number 1, Rachel Banham. And from Ohio State University, representing the Hive, wearing 0, Kelsey Mitchell.
Both of those players are top 10 NCAA women's basketball scorers of all time. Banham 9, scored 60 in a game once representing Minnesota, and Mitchell, of course, can be a blur. Rachel Banham, her Sprite one-on-one strength is a pure sniper.
She's a shooter. She's going to want to create a lot of space to get her three-point shoot off, and if Kelsey plays her too far up, she's got to be able to finish at the rack.
Yeah, and when we talked to Rena Walkema, she said Cincy speed. Yeah, she is proudly representing Cincinnati, Ohio, and she has got the quickness everywhere.
Roz has our contestants.
Kelsey, with the number 1 seed, you get to choose who shoots for ball.
Rachel can shoot.
Ooh, Rachel, it's on you.
Okay, cool.
I stand corrected.
Mind games.
Rachel Banham of Lunar Owls has played 6 minutes per game. A bulk of her attempts are from the 3, coming off of 4 three-pointer performances. Mitchell coasts down the runway to get us started.
There's that acceleration, and there are so many aspects that make her tough to guard, but because if you give her any space, she can just stop and pop.
Talked to her recently. She loves the concept of ones, but ran out of time on the 7-second shot clock. Yes, there is a shot clock in this 1v1 tournament. Play to a winning score of 11, 2s and 3s. That's a Banham three-pointer from way deep at the one-on-one tournament Sprite logo.
Does not need much time or space to get it off. One dribble and she's pulling.
Really quick math, 4 threes would do the job. A long 2 for Banham. Boxes out. A tad off balance and corralled by Mitchell. Outlet passers in the Sprite circles on each wing. Mitchell puts the head down, slashes, and scores.
Kelsey Mitchell has a plan. It's to get downhill, and you're going to see her keep doing that every single time until she may have a little bit of space here.
And to get to her left, Sarah. That's where she's most dominant.
Her motor is limitless. This time tries a triple swish. We've already found out no lead is safe. Mabrey was up 10-5 on Citron in Pod Z, a wraparound foul by Banham.
Guys, I had the chance to speak with Napheesa Collier sitting on the bench there, cheering on her teammate, Rachel Banham. She said, The way that Rachel's going to overcome Kelsey Mitchell, she said she has to make all her shots. She has to make the three. She should try to avoid having to play defense because Kelsey is too fast.
Another three from Mitchell in the same spot. This is game point.
She's already hit a couple threes, can get downhill.
Banham commits the foul. And players are permitted to commit an unlimited number of fouls. However, if they commit a non-shooting foul on consecutive possessions, that's a point. Mitchell, a foul in the act of shooting, though, so Mitchell has to go to the line. And this is worth 2, and this could end it.
She may have the quickest first step in this league. Just a blur, whether it's off the bounce or off the catch. Hard for anybody to guard her first step.
Mitchell seals the deal, takes care of business. Is moving on to the second round of Pot A to face the winner of Courtney Williams and Veronica Burton.
And that's exactly what it was, quick work. She got to the basket early, then a big-time three-point shot that is hitting literally nothing but the bottom of the net. She is locked, loaded, and she was ready to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy watching her throughout the course of this tournament because of her skill set.
All right, so Kelsey Mitchell handles her business now with Ross.
Kelsey, to start, you attacked the rim a lot. Was that by design?
I'm gonna say yeah, but I think I just try to take what people give me. If you allow me to be aggressive, which I'm gonna always be, then I'm gonna try to do that as much as I possibly can.
How much is speed your advantage in this tournament?
It's good and bad.
Why?
Sometimes you can be too fast and be out of control, so hopefully I can keep a good stability.
Speaking of switch, stability, conditioning, what's the conditioning level like out there?
It's intense. Shout out to Rachel. I'm an unbelievable shooter, so I knew she was gonna make me work regardless.
Absolutely, but you worked your way to a win, and now you get to take your name and advance it on that bracket. Congratulations, Kelsey.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Well, there was nothing reckless about that performance by Kelsey Mitchell. Stayed in her lane and takes down 8 seed Rachel Banham. Mitchell's coming off a career year in Indiana, averaging 20 a night. Just a pure score, and the speed was on display.
She's really economical with her movements, with her steps, and to her point, her reads of how to attack a player in one-on-one, because she does it in any type of atmosphere and format.
And she has a high motor, which is crucial to this game. The conditioning and making sure that you can score bucket after bucket.
She awaits the winner of Courtney Williams and Veronica Burton, which is later tonight here on True TV. We head back to Pod B when we come back. Sykes via Ogunbowale, the Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite.
Unrivaled thanks to Sinai Medical Center and their incredible physicians, Dr. Banks and Dr. Sharma, for ensuring our players stay healthy and perform at their best. We're grateful to partner with such dedicated professionals who deeply support the women's sports community.
All right. By the way, she's from ATL, so shout out to ATL and all my Alexanders that pulled up for
Back in Miami, Florida, the Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite. 4 games down, 7 to go in this first round Wednesday. Here are 4 results. 3 chalk and then 1 upset. Citron, the 6th seed, took down Mabrey, the 3 seed in Pod C. So we've had 1 game in each pod. Here is your outlook of the brackets. Were some players that did advance, with some opting out to prioritize health and safety and gear up for a playoff run for their respective clubs. Kelsey Mitchell defeated Banham in Pod A down to Pod B. These are the wings. Chelsea Gray, it was close. A nail biter against Cloud, but got the job done as the clutch closer she is. And we're back into Pod B. Tasha Cloud now has to watch on. No member of Phantom coming up in these next few matchups, but in Pod B, 5 seed Brittany Sykes, who did not partake in the first season of the Unrivaled one-on-one tournament against a semi-finalist in Enrique Ogunbowale from a year ago.
Yeah, that's important to remember because Enrique had some tough matchups last season. Obviously, an excellent one-on-one player, but this is going to be tough with Brittany Sykes two-way.
What? 2 players who play similar styles with a lot of flair and a lot of athleticism. It's going to be good.
Head to Rhea.
Fans, it's time for the next matchup. From Syracuse University, representing the Laces, number 20, Brittany Sykes. From the University of Notre Dame, representing the Mist, number 24, Enrique Ogunbowale.
Enrique last season beat Skylar Diggins in the 2nd round, Satu Sabali in the quarters, and lost to Aaliyah Edwards in the semis. Enrique, a tough shot maker, her Sprite one-on-one strength.
Yeah, Zach O'Brien told us that. Has seen a lot of that, as have we.
Where it is a slashing score. Does everything about getting downhill, getting to her mid-range, and getting a bucket.
All right, let's send it over to Roz to give us the first shot.
This is a 4-5 matchup, and Enrique, with the higher seed, you get to choose who shoots for ball.
I'll shoot.
All right, here you go. Enrique's ball, let's go.
Ogunbowale is coming off arguably her best game in an Unrivaled uniform. 29 points against Rose. It was not shy to fire, was 5 of 14 from 3-point land. While Sykes has shot the 3 exceptionally well in season 2 of Unrivaled. Ray, a tough fade over the contest of Sykes.
The patience. She'll give you multiple fakes, multiple moves off the dribble. It's important for Sykes to be a disciplined defender if she wants to win this.
Brittany Sykes is 2nd in steals per game behind Veronica Burton. Lean back and knock it down. 4-zip Ogunbowale.
A little deceleration, and she'll get to her spots and have counters to be able to find those angles.
Working the left side now. Dips and hits again in the mid-range.
A stop and the pop. That's how she's able, that change of speed, able to create a little daylight to get her shot off. And let me say, Sykes, one of the best perimeter defenders in this league.
And a finish plus the foul foul by Ogunbowale. High off the glass.
This is a pivotal basket for Ogunbowale. Not only for the and one, I mean, this is tough. Sykes is trying to body into her after Arike had already gotten a couple.
9-zip Arike, Ross.
Guys, I spoke with Brittany Sykes right before the game, and she said that Arike is going to be a tough matchup. What she's trying to do defensively, is to keep her to one side and use her length against Arike.
Arike for the win. Finally human. Couldn't get it to drop. Sykes, a three. Second in Unrivaled in three-point percentage. Tracks it down, carves for space, and Brittany Sykes is on the board.
Like Sarah said the last game, you can score in bunches because it's make it, take it. So can Slim go on a run here?
Sykes averaging 19 points per game. This would be big. Pinball's out. Rebound to Ogunbowale, has yet to fire a three, with the exception of who got ball first. Works hard for space, fade away. Arike Ogunbowale knows a thing or two about ones. On to the second round.
When she made that first shot for ball, it was just all about being so methodical and strategic with where and how she was attacking. And with a one bucket to get, she does a great job in continuing to come through the body of Sykes, get to that left side, and then there's just the last bit of step off. What a beautiful job by Arike with this quick work.
And Roz is with one of our semi-finalists from a year ago, Arike Ogunbowale.
Arike, what was the rhythm you started this match with? You went for consecutive bucket after bucket after bucket.
Yeah, just tried to be aggressive, use my strength, get to the cup. She's a great defender, great, athlete, great player, so it was a tough competition.
Yeah, she has a lot of length, and in particular, you did a lot on the left side of the court creating space. How did you set up those looks for yourself?
Yeah, just, stuff that I work on in the gym and just trusting my work.
Last season, you were ranked so much higher in this tournament. This year, a 4 seed. In some ways, is that underseeding you? Are you an underdog in this for that?
Nah, I'm just hooping. We all just hooping. It don't matter about the rankings.
All right, well, congratulations. You advanced to the next round. Here is your sticker.
Uh-oh.
And advance your name to the next round on the bracket. Congrats, Arike.
Now, Pod B features the position group of wings. Arike moves on. Could she face 1 seed Paige Beckers, a fellow wing? Beckers takes on Kate Martin in the second round. Arike draws the winner of that matchup. But so smooth. We talked about her three-point shooting, but the ability, Ice, to hunt for her shot deep in the paint.
She is a tough shot maker. She likes to take tough shots because she knows she can make them at a high clip, and some of these were well defended by Slim, but she does a better job of creating space, getting to her mid-range, and getting her shot off. Another thing about Arike's game, the tempo. She'll lull you to sleep, then she'll explode, then she'll stop on a dime within space. How about the shot fake coming back to the other side and then lining it up? And then here, building a little bit of stamina and speed, getting downhill. And the pull-up, that's tough to guard for anybody.
So we have 2 players now advancing in Pod B. Chelsea Gray at the bottom of Pod B. Arike Ogunbowale awaits the winner of Beckers Martin. A breeze head-to-head. That is later tonight. Moving back over to Pod D, the bigs. Last year's runner-up, Aaliyah Edwards. A monster run, knocked out in a best-of-3, lost in 3 to the reigning champion, Napheesa Collier. She opposes Dominique Malonga, who is the 7th seed in Pod D.
Yeah, Aaliyah Edwards was really such a breakout star in this event and how she was able to understand using her strengths. So it's going to be interesting, though, with the size of Malonga and the versatile skill set that she presents.
And Malonga 6'6", and that's with her arms down. So those up, probably another foot added to her. And her game has grown so much, she's playing at a high confidence level as well.
Edwards took the tournament a year ago by storm, blanked Breanna Stewart in under 2 minutes, earned a second round bye, defeated Alicia Gray in the quarters, knocked off Arike Ogunbowale in the semis, and lost of that best-of-3 finals to Napheesa Collier. The 2 seed in Pod D, Aaliyah Edwards. The 7 seed in Pod D, Dominique Malonga. Rhea, give it to us.
Fans, it's time for the next matchup. From France, representing the Breeze, number 14, Dominique Malonga. And from Yukon, representing the Lunar Owls, number 8,
Edwards looks to add to the bag, won $50,000 last year as the runner-up. This year hopes for the $200K for the grand prize. Let's take a look at our Sprite one-on-one strengths. Dominique Malonga.
Elite touch around the rim, says Noelle Quinn. Malonga at 6'6", really can get her shot off and finish.
Yeah, and as DJ Sackman told us, big guard. She may be 6'3", but she can do it all. The handles, the attack, the outside shooting. A great defender as well.
That's right, big guard works both ways. Roz has both of our contestants in Pod D, Malonga and Edwards.
This is a 2-7 matchup, and with the higher seed, Aaliyah, you get to decide who shoots for Rock.
I'm gonna shoot it.
All right, here you go. Bet on yourself.
Edwards does not take a lot of threes, only made one all of last season with missed, but hit 2 against Stewart in her first round matchup to advance. Works inside, and Malonga's size already an impact.
Yeah, Edwards gonna have to give her multiple moves inside to find daylight, but the fadeaway from Malonga is where she should go to. That's a high percentage shot for her.
Malonga, a first-year Unrivaled player at 20 years old from France, is averaging a double-double, 15 and 11. Take it format, 7-second shot clock. Malonga wants to bruise in the paint. Fadeaway again on the left side is true.
Oh, what a tough take by Malonga. And I think the interesting part when we do look at this make it take it, once she gets in a rhythm, if she's hitting some of those mid-range or outside shots, it's gonna be tough when she gets downhill.
Puts the head down to drive it, stop, pop, oh, the window it is!
Off the glass though, the degree of difficulty. Malonga showing off. Here's where Edwards has to be more physical. I think with a player like Malonga, you really want to ride her off of her dribbling trail.
Knock away by Edwards. Typically in 3x3, we've witnessed with Breeze, Paige Beckers initiates a lot of offense, so not a lot of dribbling capabilities from Malonga in that format. We're seeing what she's got deep in her bag, up 6-zip. Shot clock down to 1. And Edwards can finally get the ball back.
Guys, Aaliyah Edwards told me with Napheesa Collier out, she was coming for the championship and that bag. So I just went over to Napheesa Collier and told her that, and I said, who do you have as your favorite for this tournament? She said it's Aaliyah Edwards. She thinks she can do it.
Might not be able to call her Baby Fee if she takes the crown this year. Edwards, long 2. Nearly grabbed her own miss, but it goes off her hands last. Malonga ball.
You're gonna miss some shots, but for Aaliyah Edwards, I think to defeat Dominique Malonga, some of those outside looks are gonna need to go down because it's so tough to finish around her at the rim.
3 mid-range jumpers from Malonga to build this lead. Shot clock to 2, nowhere to go. Shielded. Edwards the stop.
That's what you mentioned earlier, just the uncomfortability of dribbling the rock outside of the three-point line. And Edwards, though, pressed up her defense.
No doubt. Now she wants to fire a jumper off the back rim. Edwards has still not scored. Unfamiliar territory considering the lead she built in many games, and she's got her first bucket of this first-round matchup.
And for Aaliyah Edwards, too, second chance opportunities, getting offensive rebounds to be able to get to a different spot where Malonga's not on her is going to be important.
Edwards a 3, tracked down by Malonga. Barely clears the line. 3 to shoot. Edwards is all over her, a pest. Malonga just got it off in time.
She's doing what she's supposed to do, though, defensively.
Deep 3 for Edwards, short. We've yet to see a player utilize a 30-second timeout. You wonder if that's coming with this bruising matchup. Malonga turns again. Looked easy in the first minute or so of this matchup. There is a 10-minute clock on the board, and we are 3.5 minutes into this matchup. The winner advances to the second round to face the winner of Hamby-Austin. That is the 3-6 matchup. Edwards has a lane reverse layup, 6-4.
I feel like that's a go-to move for Aaliyah Edwards to look like she's trying to score on the right side, and then that fancy footwork to get the reverse on the left.
And the confidence of one-on-one, parachuted into this year. Edwards draws a foul, a chance to tie at the line. Aaliyah Edwards, the 5th leading scorer in Unrivaled in season 2 and the #1 rebounder.
And trying to initiate some contact is really smart and savvy by Edwards. Before Malonga's able to get a touch or a look at a block.
She got your message about free throw shooting.
Got to finish your food. It's an open shot. You want those 2 points. Easy money.
Just like that, we're tied up at 6. Low go 3. Edwards knocks it down. 9 unanswered.
What a shot. You can tell she's in rhythm now.
Can she put Malonga away? Head fake. Looks for space, creates, in and out. There's light from Malonga. She calls a timeout.
First of all, this is really good, smart timing for Malonga on this timeout. Good breather for her, also just coming off of a stop. Leah Edwards, though, man, she did all the hard work. I thought that one was gonna go through.
This timeout is presented by Icy Hot, official topical pain partner of Unrivaled.
And we talked about the significance of Aaliyah Edwards being able to knock down some perimeter shots, and that was a huge one. Gives her now a little bit of literally breathing room in this matchup. She's been on a roll, and she's been attacking Dom in different ways in different spots.
Yeah, you want to keep Dom on her toes because of her length, and so now she's made a 3. She might have space to drive down to Hill. Tell you one benefit also of the timeout, to talk to teammates and coaches, to get perspectives on what people see and maybe something that you can use to your advantage.
Malonga is 3 of 6 from the floor. Edwards 3 of 9. Edwards hits the deck. Malonga drives and scores. Basket counts. A play on. Pod D is a pod of bigs. Malonga has a little wind at her sails. Fadeaway jumper. Edwards deep corner. Tight ropes the baseline. A push by Malonga.
Not a bad foul by Malonga. She had a step on you. Got to play honest defense here.
6'3" Edwards, 6'6" Malonga. Head fake goes off the toe. It's off Malonga's foot.
Yeah.
1.1 on the shot clock.
The important thing about getting deflections defensively, it's only a 7-second shot clock. So you get one deflection, it takes a ton of time off the clock.
Knows she has to shoot it. Clock moving, we approach 4 minutes to go. Edwards had a chance to win it there. A 3 would do it for Malonga, or a 3-point play. Jabs, leaning right, heads that way. Once again, Edwards hits the deck. Malonga fires. Hustle for the board. Edwards has got it. Hits the outlet passer. Open space to score and move on. Last year's runner-up is on to the second round.
Well, let's watch this sequence, because it begins with Aaliyah Edwards trying to take a charge there. She falls. She's coming up for the rebound. Does Aaliyah Edwards clear?
Yeah, she did.
This is a great move. And a good hustle play by Malonga, but ultimately it actually bites her because it gives a clear runway for Aaliyah Edwards. What a battle between these two. This is really well played, hard-fought game. And Aaliyah Edwards, as we already said, the runner-up last season, opportunity to advance.
Aaliyah Edwards did a good job of scoring when she could, and then, like you said, that hustle play and tracking it down. Malonga might look back at that one and be a little upset. She probably should have taken the layup rather than the mid-range, but a good game nonetheless.
We saw Collier and Banham courtside, maybe hooty-hooing in each other's ear to watch one of their Owls advance. Edwards is not a sleeper in 2026. Malonga put up a fight. Scored 6 in a row to open the game. So after discussions by the scorers table, the official shares with Edwards, she only cleared with 1 foot. We're not done. Oh, that's close. But the officials deem Edwards did not clear the line with both feet over and possession.
The three-point, that looked very clear with 2 feet on the three-point line, right?
There's light from Malonga. Edwards is still 2 points away from moving on. Comes up with the stop. Theatrics in our first round. Edwards chisels, bulldozes in. Malonga the stop.
A length to turn that looked like an open layup.
But she threw it away. Outlet passers must stand in the Sprite circle. They cannot leave the circle. Edwards, fake, turnaround J. Now she's good. Aaliyah Edwards, last year's runner-up, is on to the second round.
Double down on a victory for Aaliyah Edwards, and she knows exactly where she wants to get to. There's a quickness in her attack, getting downhill, and we see that so often. Her ability to be able to counter Malonga's size with that little step back, fade away, clear some space, and that's a move that she has perfected. Now walks away with the dub.
The intensity was building. I'm sure Roz was like, what's happening here? Now Roz has our first round winner in Pod D, Aaliyah Edwards.
Aaliyah, that was a battle. Can you describe just how tough it was to take down Dominique Malonga?
Hey man, tough. She's young, but she barks a big bite. And we were going international over international here, so you already know it's gonna be a battle.
You know what? At the end of the game, you thought you won. Then they said you didn't clear the three-point line. What was navigating that whole situation like, regrouping, and then still getting the dub?
Hey man, as I said last year, be prepared for anything. Can't count nothing out, so just gotta lock in.
Speaking of last year, you were the runner-up. How does that experience help you here in this year's tournament?
Yo, you see the queen over there? She ain't playing, so you know what that means. Period.
You're coming for Fee's crown right now and the bag.
Yeah, but I'm gonna share it with my teammates, obviously, you know what I'm saying.
All right, well, good luck. You got one win to get you towards that goal.
Yeah.
Here is your sticker.
Thank you.
And you get to advance it on the bracket.
Period.
So honest. The queen has left the throne, so now the throne is open for a new champion in the Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite. Aaliyah Edwards finishes off. Dominique Malonga will take on the winner of Hamby Austin, the 3-6 matchup in Pod D.
And I mean, Aaliyah Edwards is a player that we've seen her do this before, and I think in some cases too, your experience helps lend itself to how you're able to attack. And I think it's really special, her saying that she knew to expect anything, and she was able to do a nice job in keeping that type of composure and compete.
Her name is cemented. It wasn't as easy as last year's first round win over Breanna Stewart, but nonetheless, Aaliyah Edwards is moving on in Pod D. Coming up next, we head back over to Pod C. It's a vinyl head-to-head. Ryan Howard, the 2 seed, against Ray Burrell, the 7 seed, and then Pod B. Breeze on breeze crime. Paige Beckers v. Kate Martin. The Unrivaled one-on-one tournament is presented by Sprite. Stick with us here on True TV.
are we gonna crown you unrivaled? What? You get what's in this briefcase, man. That's right, I'm smart. They get what's in the briefcase. So I hear you keeping it going so crazy. Repping your favorite player, repping your favorite team. Unrivaled, let's go!
Back in Miami, the Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite. First round action on this Wednesday. Chelsea Gray, Breanna Stewart, Sonia Citron, Kelsey Mitchell, Arike Ogunbowale, and Aaliyah Edwards. 6 down, 5 to go. 11 first round matchups over to the PWC practice studio. Paige Beckers getting loose. We know her mid-range ability. Can hit the three, get to the basket. She takes on her Breeze teammate, Kate Martin. After our next matchup, we just saw Aaliyah Edwards moments ago take down Dominique Malonga. There was some theatrics at the end. When she cleared the line, she shoveled the ball to an outlet passer. If you clear on the dribble, you cannot use your outlet passer, just to clean that up for you. And over here in Pod C, the 2 seed Ryan Howard, who won her first round matchup against Lexi Hull last year, then lost to Courtney Williams, takes on Ray Burrell, who did advance to the quarters and went down to Azare Stevens. Vinyl head-to-head. Burrell, who's come on as of late as a scorer and as a swiper, against Ryan Howard. Will we get Ryan time? We'll find out. Rhea.
Fans, it's time for the next matchup. From the University of Tennessee, representing the vinyl, number 12, Ray Burrell. From the University of Kentucky, also representing the vinyl, number 44, Ryan Howard.
Howard and Burrell, both returners to vinyl in season 2. We take a look now at our Sprite one-on-one strengths. Ryan Howard first.
Yeah, Teresa Weatherspoon told us rise and fire. You know she's got that high release point, stop, pop from anywhere.
And then Ray Burrell, slash and dash. A player that has sneaky athleticism and a very good frame to score around the rim.
Over to Ross with a pair of vinyl.
This is a 2 versus 7 seed matchup, and Ryan, with the higher seed, you get to choose who shoots for rock.
I'll shoot.
All right, here you go. Ryan's ball. Check up.
Ryan Howard has made the 3rd most three-pointers of all Unrivaled players to this point in season 2. And Burrell has length to maybe lock her down. Bigger wings in Pod C. A fadeaway for Howard. Rolls off the iron. Burrell has come on as a scorer lately, joining Howard in the starting lineup for vinyl. Howard had a 22-point effort against Phantom in a close loss. And now a playoff team is the 6th place squad. Howard short on the triple. Outlet passer utilized, jab step 3, too long by Burrell. We play to a winning score of 11 points, and Burrell bottles Howard, but commits a foul on the wrist.
Guys, I spoke with Coach Teresa Weatherspoon. Both her players here on Team Vinyl are facing off. She is stressed, y'all. She said to me, I don't know what to do. I don't know why Unrivaled did this to me. I am a mess. This is tough for me. She said, I need one of those house divided jerseys to root for both sides.
Roger, I can feel it. She's sitting here, crouched right in front of us, and she sees it.
A coach that really breathes life into you, so you know she's cheering on both sides loudly.
Filthy step back by Ryan Howard from 17 feet out.
And Ryan Howard's such a dangerous player when she sees it go through because she can score in bunches.
A logo three, right by Sprite. Ryan Howard is up 7-0.
Everything she does looks smooth, not rushed, at her pace.
The winner faces Sonia Citron in the second round. She won earlier against Breanna Mabrey, an upset, 6-3. Knocked away, poked at by Howard. Still Burrell's ball with 2.4 on the shot clock. At the center point, Burrell, sidestep three, is on the board.
That can change the dynamic for Ray Burrell. Slash and dash, yes, you can get to the basket, but if she knocks down three-point shots to open you up, it is the dynamic she needs.
You can slash and dash horizontally too. Takes it to the rack, strong. 7-0 run by Howard, a 5-0 response by Ray Burrell.
What a take from Ray Burrell. She knocks down the three, so next possession looks to attack and get to the basket. See that length on the finish, so nice.
Both of these players advanced to the second round last season. Burrell, nifty spin, finger roll.
Tough. That's the slash and dash. And the deception on the shoulder fake just to get a little daylight. Ryan Howard, we talk a lot about her offense, but also a great defender as well.
Crossover by Burrell, poked at by Howard, shot clock to 2. Burrell sees the clock, blocked by Howard.
And Ryan Howard's testing Ray Burrell's handles, and you see that. That's where the area, as Burrell now calls a timeout. She's had a little bit of issues getting to where she wants to go because of that and the length and quickness of Howard's hands.
This timeout is presented by Icy Hot, official topical pain partner of Unrivaled. Burrell uses her 30-second breather.
Yeah, she's gotten downhill here. You watch it. Gets just enough space, keeps it on that right side, smooth with the finish. And for her, it is all about finishing. That's been a growth area of her game, the ability to not only finish through contact, but do so when she's pushed off her spot around the basket.
I tell you what, that little shoulder fake and then finish looked like a lot of De'Erica Hamby there.
Okay.
Like she took a little post move out of her big sis.
May have learned that at a sleepover or two. Howard steps through traffic. Burrell with the contest without fouling, out of bounds. Burrell ball. Coach Weatherspoon says Ray Burrell is the most intriguing athlete here in Miami. Well, Ryan Howard has grown her game tremendously. No whistle, we play on. Outlet passer in the Sprite circle. Howard spots up, three-pointer. Still tied at 7. Howard opened the scoring. Burrell has responded beautifully. 10-0 run to take a lead and a chance to win it.
At the start of the season, we sat with Ray Burrell, and she said, I keep hearing about my potential. Everyone talks about my potential. She says, I'm tired of that. I'm ready to be it.
And a foul given by Howard at the elbow.
Tell you what, her confidence level is high. You called it, Sarah. As soon as she knocked down that first one, you could just see her comfortability take the next step.
She's Baby Ray no longer. She is Killer Ray. Oh, and missed it. It flutters off the iron. There's life for Howard. Clears it on her own. Fadeaway jumper. 10-9. You do not need to win by 2. A bucket for Howard finishes the deal.
I think Howard's going to get to her three-point shot here.
She has made one in this head-to-head. Spins in the lane off 1 foot. Box out by Burrell. Once again, Howard gives the foul.
That was a big miss for Howard, though. She got to where she wanted to go. That's a bucket that she normally sees go through.
And a great box out from Ray Burrell, not to allow her a second chance opportunity.
Now, Howard cannot commit another non-shooting foul. That means a point for Burrell. Burrell, fade away, and that's a shooting foul, so Burrell heads to the line. It has to be a non-shooting foul to award that point after consecutive possessions, so Burrell must sink this. If not, we play on.
They could catch her breath right here, just a couple extra seconds.
seed Ray Burrell with a killer mentality. Trailed 7-0, knocks off her vinyl teammate, Ryan Howard.
It was consistency, and you see it right here. This is her biggest strength, the turn in the corner, getting downhill. She was able to create some contact, to get some fouls, and do so for that winning free throw.
Roz is with Killer Ray Burrell.
Congrats, Ray. That's an upset. Number 7 seed taking down the number 2 seed. What was the hardest part of getting the win against Ryan Howard?
I mean, she's a bucket. She's a dog. I mean, I'm out of breath. I can barely even talk. It was really hard, but, you know, it was good competition, and I just had to stick with it. I think it was really crucial to call that timeout, catch my breath again. But, yeah, she was a great component.
You called that timeout. The score was 7-7. What was your thought process there, and what were you able to get when you went to your bench?
I knew that I just needed a breather because I knew I needed to play some defense, and, you know, I had some buckets back-to-back, so it just took the breath out of me. I just needed a second to breathe and gather myself. So, yeah, that's why I called timeout.
You scored at different ranges out there. Where do you feel most comfortable getting your shot?
To the basket, honestly, getting downhill, using my athleticism, using my length.
All right, well, guess what? I've got your sticker here, and you get to take this and advance your name on the bracket. Congrats, Ray.
Thank you.
Guys?
Well, Slash and Dash is gassed, and Coach Weatherspoon had 2 dogs in the fight. And thrilled for Ray Burrell, who is moving on.
I'm going to say it. This was my sleeper pick out of this pod as someone that could advance. And Ray Burrell, because of her shiftiness, her length, the way she can get downhill and finish, this is a big first-round win that's going to give her confidence and propel her forward.
Yeah, and for Coach Weatherspoon, what she didn't realize, she was going to be a winner no matter what. She had one of her players advancing forward, and Ray Burrell, great to see her growth, and this was a fun battle to watch.
She has a date in the second round of Pod C with Sonia Citron, who upset Marina Mabrey. Let's relive this matchup. It was all Howard early, 7-zip.
And we figured that might happen, but Ray Burrell did a great job in balancing things. That three-point shot was critical for her to make the bit of a run, to get closer into the deficit, and then she was just doing what she does best, get to the front of the basket. Had some strong finishes with a lot of physicality by Ryan Howard's D.
Thank you to Miller Lite for being the official beer sponsor of Unrivaled. The Unrivaled one-on-one tournament is presented by Sprite. So we have another player advancing. We have our second round field in Pod C. Alicia Gray and Sanaya Rivers, they meet on Friday, while Citron and Burrell pull off upsets. Citron over Mabrey and Burrell over Howard. We shift gears to the bottom left of your bracket at home. In Pod B, we watched Chelsea Gray defeat Cloud, and Ogunbowale took down Sykes. Top of the bracket in Pod B, Paige Beckers, the 1 seed, takes on her Breeze teammate, Kate Martin. We are here once again to crown the one at the Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite. Beckers, new to Unrivaled this year, a standout right away as many expected. Kate Martin did not partake in the festivities last winter. Breeze on Breeze crime is coming your way.
Fans, it's time for your next matchup. From the University of Iowa, representing the Breeze, number 20, Kate Martin. And from UConn, also representing the Breeze, the captain, number 5, Paige Beckers.
Kate Martin has learned so much from watching Paige Beckers. Her level-headed approach, admires the way she leads Breeze. She could have an ego, but does not. Changes a little bit in 1v1. Beckers wants that bag. She took home the Xfinity free throw challenge, the first of 2. And let's dive into our Sprite one-on-one strengths for Paige Beckers, Sarah.
Yeah, Noelle Quinn told us mid-range savant she is, but she's a savant to me in all areas of how to create angles, getting to her spots to score.
And Kate Martin, a crafty three-point shooter, really has a nice step back in her game, and a good defender as well that's going to play Beckers very tough.
All right, Roz has both of our contestants, a 1-8 in Pod B.
This is a matchup of the 1 and 8 seeds, Paige. As the higher seed, you get to choose who shoots for ball.
I'll shoot for it.
All right, Paige betting on herself. Paige's ball, let's go.
In her first year at Unrivaled, Paige Beckers is the third leading scorer at 25 points per game. Martin is her teammate. With Breeze, Beckers, up fake, and a banker.
22 points in each of her last 7 games. We understand she can facilitate, but in one-on-one, she is a bucket.
Paige has often mentioned, Ice, when I start aggressive, it opens the floor for me to facilitate. You got to be aggressive at all times in 1v1.
Yeah, 2 takes to the hole and got the step on the inside. The last one for Martin.
6-zip, Beckers. When the bracket was revealed to the players a few days ago, Kate Martin seemed less than pleased. She shook her head at the bracket. That's a credit to Beckers and her strengths. No mid-range yet. Oh, a step through, dip move to go up 8-0.
Her efficiency is through the roof. She doesn't get sped up. And Kate Martin and Paige Beckers faced each other a lot through their years in college.
That's right.
So Martin knew what she was in for.
Paige is 4 for 4. First miss. Finally a touch for Martin. Won't settle for the 3. Attacks, bump, and bucket.
Love the initiation of contact for Kate Martin. You want to force Beckers to guard and be tough on that side of the basketball.
The tough part is she can guard.
Yes.
Free ball that rattles out. Martin credits her conditioning strides. Has lost a little bit of weight, has gained some muscle, more attention to detail in her diet. She's feeling really good about her game and hopes it can translate. Is on the board. Beckers' ball. A 3 would do it. Hunts in the paint. There's the mid-range, short. On the outlet, Beckers knows she has to get out to the line quickly. Contested 3, Martin knocks it down.
It's a tough shot for Kate Martin.
Timeout, Paige Beckers.
I like the timing of this timeout for Paige. Might just want to cool off Kate a little bit, who's feeling herself after knocking down that triple. Look at the patience here. Hand in her face, using the jab, just a little sidestep, and then sizes it up. That's tough.
And this is where the opportunity to outlet pass and go to different spots on the floor. Corner 3, that's a shot that players want to be able to take. So rather than always operating from the same point of attack at the top of the key, it allows that type of versatility.
That timeout was presented by Icy Hot, official topical paint partner of Unrivaled. Martin deep in the paint, 5-0 run. Almost made it 7-0. We both mentioned it with the outlet pass. You work on those reps all the time with the coaches. You know, you spot up Beckers window shopping. This is game point.
Love the body control on that bucket from Paige.
Winner advances to face Ogunbowale in the second round of Pod B. Beckers had a lane wrapped up by Martin, gives the foul. Again, players are permitted to commit an unlimited number of fouls. But another foul on the floor here by Martin means a point to Beckers. Players are aware of this, of course. Beckers deep in the paint, 2 fakes. Can't fake it, box out by Martin.
Solid defense from Kate Martin. Can she score?
Down to 2 to shoot. A 3 just grazes the iron. Beckers clears it on her own. Both feet, absorbs the contact, in and out. Both players favoring the left side. Now Martin wants a better look. Middle of the floor. Hezzy, drive it, blocked by Beckers. Ball is caught, 7-second shot clock begins again. Beckers a jab. Oliver takes it, but inside. No shot. Shot clock violation. She already used her timeout.
Yeah, Paige knows she's had opportunities to put this away. You want to do it while you can because you don't want the other player to get confidence.
Iowa v. UConn. Sarah said they've had some battles over the years. Martin spins. Short on the jumper. And she thinks Beckers got a piece of her. Did not draw a foul. And Beckers put her away here.
This is where that eye of the tiger comes in. You're more tired than me. I'm going to finish this.
Paige Beckers. Bullseye. She has a date with Enrique in the second round of Pod B.
Paige Beckers on this last bucket just bullies her way right to the front of the basket. It's a big part of what she was able to do early on in this one, setting the tone. But I want to take a lot of credit to Kate Martin for her tough defense.
That's nasty. That's just nasty.
Roz standing by with the 1 seed in Pod B, Paige Beckers.
Congrats, Paige. Hey, you get the win, but it took a while to get that last bucket. What's the toughness for endurance and physicality and conditioning level out here?
Hold on.
Exactly.
No, it's tough. Kate's a competitor. I can see that from being her teammate every single day, that she wants to win and compete. So she was going to make nothing easy, so we both had to work for it.
We've seen you do your thing in 5-on-5 and 3-on-3. What's the comfort and confidence you have out here in a 1-on-1 matchup?
It's crazy because I went in saying I was going to take all jump shots, and I don't even think I took more than one. So just trying to read what the game is giving me, I guess get to the paint, and just be aggressive and compete. That's what it's all about.
What do you think is your strength here in this tournament as you size up defenders?
I think my length, my versatility, ability to score at all 3 levels, it makes it tougher to guard for sure.
All right, Paige, will you get your first win? Here's your name, and you take it over to that bracket and advance to the next round.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Even the greats learn on the fly. Paige Beckers adds to the chalk of Pod B. 1 seed moving on. Chelsea Gray, the 2 seed, moving on. 4 seed Ogunbowale moving on. That's who Paige faces next in the second round. Still have Jackie Young and Isaiah James later tonight. When she admits there, she did not take a single jump shot. Did you sense any bit of regret or just what the matchup presented?
No, I think it's what the matchup presented. And I think she recognized what things were going to look like because she was super effective getting to the basket and realized, too, that's where she was best able to create some good angles and looks for herself.
It's so important in one-on-one that you get a high percentage look for yourself. It looks different for everyone, but Beckers getting to the lane and finishing with her left, and then also her mid-range game, that's where she thrives.
Our next matchup, we had an appetizer the other night when Vinyl faced Rose. Shakira Austin blocked 5 of De'Erica Hamby's shot. We'll also see Isaiah James and Jackie Young. The Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite rolls on when we return. This week, Candace Parker sat down with Aaliyah Edwards and Kelsey Plum to break down their games ahead of the 1v1 competition. Head to Bleacher Report YouTube to catch the full conversation in ISO IQ, presented by AT&T. In Miami, the Unrivaled one-on-one tournament is presented by Sprite. Here is your bracket. Zooming back into Pod B, we watch Paige Beckers defeat Kate Martin. It's all chalk in Pod B. We'll see how Jackie Young fares later tonight. And in Pod D, our next matchup, 3-seed Dearica Hamby of Vinyl, the Vinyl captain, against Shakira Austin, the 6-seed. These two faced off on February 7th. Austin had 5 block shots, all on Dearica Hamby. Also scored 22 points and 18 rebounds. And Hamby last year in this tournament was a first-round knockout.
This is going to be physical, intense. I have the word spicy written down, Sarah.
Yeah, these two, I mean, we're excited for a lot of matchups, but given the skill set, the size, the strength of both of these players, there's a lot of comps.
Austin's growth has been so fun to watch this year, while Hamby is a steady veteran. Pod D, 3-seed, 6-seed matchup. Here we go.
Fans, it's time for your next matchup. From Ole Miss, representing the Rose, wearing 0, Shakira Austin. And from Wake Forest University, representing the Vinyl, number 5, Dearica Hamby.
The Sprite one-on-one strengths, Dearica Hamby.
Teresa Weatherspoon told us bump and bucket. We know that's exactly what she could do to create the space and soft touch on the finish.
And Nola Henry feels like Shakira Austin is a versatile enforcer. And let me clarify, both sides of the basketball, she is an enforcer.
Roz has both of our finalists for Pod D in this first-round matchup.
This is a matchup of the 3 and 6 seed Dearica as the higher seed. You get to choose who shoots for ball.
Kira.
She said you. Shakira's ball. Check up.
How does Dearica Hamby adjust after a head-to-head the other day in which she couldn't get anything going offensively against Austin? Austin off to work, and it's a foul on Hamby.
I think that's an entirely, she puts it out of her mind, and Dearica Hamby, you said it, is a pro's pro.
Oh, precious.
Hamby short on the three-point try. Austin looks for her first basket. Hamby the stop. Austin back up and the foul.
And I think for both of these players, that concept of getting some second chance opportunities, clearing up the offensive glass once they're that close to the cup is something that's going to be a challenge to keep the other opponent off.
Shakira Austin 0 for 2 from the line in this first-round matchup. Hamby lost in the first round to Skylar Diggins last year. Austin defeated Chelsea Gray, now her teammate with Rose, and then fell to Azare Stevens. The spin cycle. Momentum for Shakira Austin.
Love that move from Shakira Austin. It's a little wiggle right before she got to her spin.
You hear all the time in basketball, it's a game of runs. That has played out even in 1v1. The championship winner earns $200,000. Austin stops Hamby with a block, and she runs out of time. It's a 7-second shot clock, no reset with the block shot. As this one escalates, I think the spice comes to fruition.
Yeah. Early on, kind of testing out how physical you can be.
Tough turnaround off the heel. Hamby is 2 of 8 from the floor. Tries to barrel in, fired it in time, rolls off the iron. A bump by Austin, absorbs and scores. 6-0 run by Shakira Austin.
And Austin has done a great job on both sides of the basketball. And Dearica Hamby so good at using her offhand normally when she goes to finish to hold off the defender, but Austin is playing through that physicality.
Playing with so much confidence. Over her last 6 games for Rose, averaging 22 points per game, has become an anchor alongside Chelsea Gray and Collier Copper. Hamby off to work and scores. 7-6 Dearica. Amaya loves it.
And there's that little bit of burst of quickness as Hamby calls the timeout. Going at the body of Austin and having her on the back pedal.
This timeout is presented by Icy Hot, official topical pain partner of Unrivaled.
And this is, watch the backpedaling of Austin. It clears just enough space and Hamby finishes right through. And it was interesting in talking about Hamby and Shakira Austin. We talked with Chelsea Gray after that game and talking about what Austin was able to do. And the one thing she noted was her game plan discipline in understanding the tendencies of Hamby. So it's not to say that these players and scouting report, everyone, the coaching staff do a tremendous job in understanding opponents, personnel, what that scouting report looks like. But I think Austin is someone who has really embraced that and taken to that.
And she takes matchups personally. Not to say that no one does, but you can tell she's got that extra chip on her shoulder. Oh, good move by Dearica. Just the extra nudge at the end into the chest of Austin to create some space.
Maybe Amaya looked to the fans and said, "Do you know my mom?" Dearica Hamby heaves one up.
That was Teaspoon's bump and bucket. That was exactly what she's talking about. We see that from Hamby all so often throughout the course of any situation in any format.
There's been a lot of bumping in this matchup. We expected that here in Pod D. Winner advances to face Aaliyah Edwards in the second round. Hamby off to work. Curls in the lane. Foul on the floor by Austin. We're here in the first round on True TV Friday night. We'll have the second round and quarterfinals. The semis and the championship on Saturday. Hamby walks up, makes the read, and that's the first time we've seen it tonight. A point awarded to Hamby.
Yeah, there you go, BG, you're on it.
So not a free throw, it's a point. If a player on defense commits a non-shooting foul on consecutive possessions, it's a point to the offensive player. Hamby keeps the ball, why not fire it? Pinball's out. Desperation mode now for Austin, lays it in. Great use of shiftiness and switching the hands.
Clinical with her footwork on that finish. Just getting Dearica to shift just a little out of her way so she could finish.
Austin has not made a 3 this year, wants to take it to the rack. We're tied at 10.
It's tough to give up two layups in a row.
This is an elite first round matchup. Amaya cannot watch, but she will peek through the headphones. A timeout taken by Austin. The timeout is presented by Icy Hot, official topical pain partner of Unrivaled. Okay, what's the strategy here, you think, for Shakira Austin?
I don't think she's attacking the basket. I think she's going to do exactly what she did because this is so challenging to stop. And in some capacity, you figure you're either going to get yourself to the basket or finish and pick up a foul. Teresa Weatherspoon, of course, has been active here with her players. And Shakira Austin, though, is such a big part of her growth and development, as we've talked about, is putting it on the deck, how she can handle and initiate offense, and that's a huge part of using that type of physicality and strength.
You're Dearica here. You want to try to get a deflection on the dribble.
Austin maneuvers in, maintains the ball, 2 to shoot. Austin, no good. Outlet passer tosses it to Hamby. Tied at 10, the winning score is 11. Hamby's off on the shot. Crossover by Austin. Tries to bump on Hamby. 3 to shoot. Has to face up. Climbs in there and scores! Shakira Austin pulls off the upset in Pod D. Once again, as she did last year, Shakira Austin is on to the second round to face Aaliyah Edwards.
The matchup we anticipated, the strength on the inside, on the attack, going at one another, as you said, spicy, and that's exactly what that was. But a strong finish here at the end by Shakira Austin, recognizing that rather than go inside, she was going to be the one that would bump, create that space, and knock in the fadeaway as she's showcased a strength and a softness in her touch.
Another comeback. Austin is with Ross.
Shakira, congrats, you get the upset. There was a timeout called at 10-10 tied score. What was the strategy coming out there to get this win?
Get a breather and get out there and execute. It's been physical. De'Erica's a great defender, so I just got to be strong and finish.
You guys are both versatile post players. What was the toughest part of going up against the defense of De'Erica?
Oh, I think we're both counter heavy. We love the pivots, we love the step throughs, so it's tiring. We got to just stay down and sit down.
There was a lot of physicality and bumps. What was it like navigating all of that in this matchup?
I mean, yeah, I just got to adjust quicker. I seen they weren't really calling it, so I just have to be strong and gather the ball.
All right, well, congratulations, Shakira. Here is your sticker, and you can advance your name on the bracket.
All right, that matchup had it all. 2 blocks for Austin on De'Erica Hamby. Had 5 against her head-to-head this past weekend. We had a total of 27 shot attempts in that head-to-head matchup, and it only gets spicier and more physical with Aaliyah Edwards up next for Austin.
Oh, that's going to be good. Oh, my goodness.
I feel like we're seeing the same thing. This is tremendous. Again, credit and respect to these players for participating in what really is such a showcase of their skill, sometimes gutting it out, the moxie that they play with and the grind. And yeah, every matchup I think we get excited for.
Shakira tenacious in this win. The way she was assertive off the bounce, getting to the rack, the size that she has and that she plays with. Watch here, just a little in and out crossover off 1 foot, and then the offensive rebound, second chance opportunity. Finishing through contact, putting De'Erica Hamby on her heels. Showing off the shiftiness. That was a tough bucket to finish off of.
Her name is cemented in the second round, so we have our 4 contestants in Pod D for round 2 action, which starts up on Friday night. Stewart v. Boston, and then Edwards v. Austin. Back over to Pod B. It's been all chalk to this point. 1, 2, and 4 seeds have advanced. Can Jackie Young make it a clean sweep? She faces Isaiah James out of the player development pool. Jackie Young is the captain of the first place Laces. Last year, a first-round exit fell to Rakia Jackson, while Isaiah James has played in one unrivaled game for Lunar Owls. She shined in the opportunity. This ought to be good.
Yeah, she was impressive. I'm really interested to see this, and also just for Isaiah James getting this type of opportunity.
Zaza is explosive, fun to watch, and a lefty, so she makes it interesting.
Fans, it's time for your next matchup. From NC State, representing the Laces, number 11, Isaiah James. And from the University of Notre Dame, also representing the Laces, wearing 0, Jackie Young.
Let's have a look at our Sprite one-on-one strengths. Jackie Young, Sarah.
Yeah, as Andrew Wade said, two-way playmaker, and the biggest key is two-way. She not only can do it on the offensive side, but what an excellent defender she presents.
And then Isaiah James, a creative and explosive scorer, a player that scores in bunches, so she gets a chance to be on offense, could go on a good run.
Was a bucket at NC State, averaged 18 points per game prior to her pro career in Dallas. Over to Roz with Isaiah James and Jackie Young.
This is a matchup of the 3 and 6 seeds. Jackie, as the higher seed, you get to choose who shoots the rock.
I'll shoot it.
All right, Jackie betting on herself. Here we go. Jackie's ball, check up.
If Young prevails, she has a date with her Aces teammate Chelsea Gray in the second round of Pod B. While Isaiah James, as Ice and Sarah both emphasized, more than capable. In a low stance, starts on defense. From the center point, here we go. Young favors that right side, blocked by James. 2 to shoot for Young, a couple of head fakes and scoops it in.
Strong, strong. That's exactly what Jackie Young is. She can body it, she can get to where she wants to on the floor, and even with James's length off of that play, you see how Young's able to create the space.
Young is 6-footer, Isaiah James 5'10". Young runs out of real estate, so Isaiah James has her first possession on offense. Scored 9 points for Lunar Owls last Friday. A pull-up left it short. Shot clock does not start until the player collects the ball from the outlet passer. A 3 from Young, boarded by James. Isaiah from Virginia Beach. Offensive rebound, back up left hand, retired.
Love it. Oh, and chase down your shot. You have the best idea as to where it's going.
Jackie Young a little shaken up after that play. Got one more first round matchup after this. Courtney Williams and Veronica Burton to finish off Pod A.
Jammed or something happened with her hand, because it was before they even started the game. She was kind of looking at it.
James just scored, make it take it. Pull up 3. Already in the first minute and change of this matchup, the two-way ability of Young is on display.
When you talk to her peers, everyone says that Jackie Young is one of the best two-way players in the game, and as tough as she is defensively and stingy and strong, offensively she can get to wherever she wants, and yeah, maybe seeing a little blood on the finger.
Isaiah James has suited up in one unrivaled game, Roz, and she's on the big stage of one-on-one.
Yes, Isaiah is a developmental pool player, and that means you've got to stay ready for your opportunities. And all of those players, they stay on campus working out together as a family. On her sideline, on her bench, you'll see Haley Jones, Kiana Williams. The two of them were like proud parents when Isaiah came out with their video cameras and their iPhones and cell phones, taking video of their teammate and fellow pool player coming out on the court. They told me they're super proud and think she can pull off the upset.
Now, easier said than done to be thrown into this atmosphere. Never mind an unrivaled 3x3 game, but the 1v1 tournament, and your name's in the hat to maybe win $200,000.
Yeah, I think that's a good opportunity to take advantage of.
Sure, I'll play. I'm in. Again, our coverage of the Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite continues Friday night on TNT. Starting at 7:30, we'll have the second round as well as the quarterfinals. And then on Saturday, starting at 6 Eastern, the semis and the championship. The finals are a best of 3. The champion takes home $200,000. The runner-up earns $50,000. and each of the 4 semifinalists, you're guaranteed $25K when you reach the Final Four. The court, pardon me, is being wiped down, and Jackie Young is being cleaned up. Get some tape on the finger. The suspense is building.
Well, yeah, and you got to wonder, just in a small way, just, you know, Tasha Cloud over here talking to Zia James, everyone taking a little bit of a breather, getting some of those opportunities to now settle in some more. Because the start of it, I imagine there's a little nerves, you know, you're ready to rock in and go. And so now, how does this break in time affect both of these players since it's so soon in the course of the game?
Yeah, rhythm comes to mind for me, and just wanting to stay loose, stay ready.
Pod B features wings. The winner of this 3-6 matchup, Young and James respectively, advances to the second round to face Chelsea Gray. We play on, it's Young's ball. Shoots out of a cannon. Got her own miss, back up strong.
Brendan, you said it was like 0 to 100. You stop as soon as she's on the catch and go in. You're seeing Jackie Young be very strategic in where she's getting small amount of breaks with her pace.
Back down the right lane, but coughed it up.
The defense by James, just trying to body up the strong Jackie Young.
See how she tweaks her approach. Missed a 3 early this time with a tough take on the block. Even at 4. A 3. Rattles out. Rebound Young. The Sprite outlet passer stand in the Sprite circles. Young, a 3-ball. Cleared the line and let it fly. Has a 3-point lead. Now there's wind at the sails for Young. Another 3-pointer. Silent but deadly, Jackie Young.
Such a quick trigger. Just walked up on it, a little tiptoe.
Again. James parachutes in. Up fake and a drive. Not this time. Young was a first-round exit last year. Fell to Rakia Jackson. Barrels in the paint. Blocked by James. Earns the ball back after that swat.
Zia James continues to show that wingspan defensively. So even when Young has gotten deep to her spots, James has been able to come up with those blocks.
James' teammates at NC State with Sanaya Rivers of Vinyl hits the deck after that try. Young, short. Tracks it down deep corner. Works in the paint. And that's a foul in the act of shooting. Jackie Young wants to use the timeout. This timeout is presented by Icy Hot, official topical paint partner of Unrivaled.
And Jackie Young wanted to catch her breath before having a chance to get game point on the free throw line on the shooting foul. Just watched a little step back, took her time to get set, and with no closeout, that's like a layup for Jackie.
And this is what changed the game for her. I mean, she from the start has been so good from the three-point line. And it allows her that ability to have optionality where she's getting to her spots on the floor.
It's been a really physical game. So you can see Jackie, her heart rate up. She's been banging inside.
Yeah, so I think that foul was on the ground.
Okay.
But the important thing to remember, though, if there was a second foul right here in this possession, she'll be awarded a point, right? Would that be the
not a shooting foul?
The win?
Yep.
And keep in mind, she also bothered that finger on her shooting hand. But the breather soaked it all in. Could not squeeze it in. Fight for the board. James prevails. Down 6. The winning score is 11. Curls to the rim. James hoists it up. Young is attempting to clear.
But so here's where Jackie Yaju really is smart about this. When she kicks out, she walks until she's going to catch it to get a little bit of a breath.
Catch and go, looking for room, lays it in. Jackie Young is on to the second round, and she'll face her ace's teammate, Chelsea Gray.
Bully ball for Jackie Young, knowing that she's a big guard, can get inside and just initiates the contact, gets the step, 2 feet in the circles. You know she's right under their cylinder, and the right-handed finish over the left shoulder just buries James. And a good finish for Jackie.
It's that low base too, and she understands her ability to continue to counter move, to find a way to get off that shot with a tough angle.
Wasn't easy. She prevails, though. Jackie Young is with Roz.
Jackie, congrats on the first round win. What was you focusing on stepping into this matchup today?
I mean, yeah, obviously you could see I was trying to get to my bumps. They're letting us play. So I just got to figure that out going into the next room. Not use that so much and just get to my spots.
You were able to get to the rim and handle the contact and finish. How is strength an advantage you can lean on in this tournament?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of my game. So obviously I was going to use it going into ones, but you know, she's a good defender. She blocked my shot a couple times. I had to make some adjustments. But yeah, I was able to figure it out.
You had to take a seat before doing this interview with me, and I see the way you're breathing. Just how tough is the conditioning aspect, the physicality of this one-on-one matchup?
Yeah, I haven't been able to practice as much as I'd like, obviously, because of my bag. But, you know, just trying to figure it out. Obviously didn't want to sit out once. I'm just trying to do my best.
At the top of the matchup, your finger, there was a break for it. It was bleeding. How much did that affect you during the game, and how is it?
It's fine. It's part of it.
All right. Congratulations, Jackie. Here is your name card. You get to advance it to the next round.
A sigh of relief after she catches her breath. All chalk in Pod B. Beckers and Ogunbowale at the top of the Pod B bracket, and it's Chelsea Gray against Jackie Young in the second round on Friday.
Yeah, and talk about fun. I mean, as this continues to go on, I think too just the strategy of these players to figure out who they're playing against, understanding tendencies, personnel. There we see Chelsea Gray and
scouting.
That's a big part of it. What they do, some of the nuances. I mean, all of these players, as much as we talk about their skill sets, they are got the intelligence to go along with it and get an edge any way you can, especially when 200K is on the line.
We've talked about sacrifice, playing banged up. Credit to Jackie Young, who stays in this tournament. 1 game to go in this Wednesday first round. Courtney Williams and Veronica Burton duel next. Sports coverage of Unrivaled is presented by Sprite, the official partner of the Unrivaled one-on-one tournament. And by 4, ready, set, 4. 10 down, 1 to go in this Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite. It's our final first-round matchup. Moments ago, we saw Jackie Young allow the chalk to carry on. All top 4 seeds in Pod B advance. And back up to the top left of your bracket if you're following along at home. In Pod A, Kelsey Mitchell defeated Rachel Banham earlier this evening. Now it's Courtney Williams against Veronica Burton. To find out who faces Mitchell in the second round here at Sephora Arena. Courtney Williams is the 4 seed in Pod A. Veronica Burton, the 5 seed in Pod A. You've got the steals leader in Burton with 20 on the year against Courtney Williams, who can make the magic happen in the mid-range.
Well, and Courtney Williams was fun last year. Remember knocking off Ryan Howard. She fell, of course, to the ultimate winner in Fee in the quarters. So this is going to be a good one.
And a first test for Burton. Over to Rio one last time.
Fans, it's time for the next matchup. From Northwestern University, representing the Miss, number 22, Veronica Burton. And from the University of South Florida, representing the Breeze, number 10, Courtney Williams.
It's the first time we'll see Courtney Williams in a Breeze uniform since the 3-player trade the other day.
Yes, but her new coach, Noelle Quinn, told us it's all about the stop and pop. We have seen that and how good she is when she does it in the mid-range.
And head coach Zach O'Brien says V is a physical and relentless bucket. I'm gonna add bucket on there.
Those are your one-on-one strengths presented by Sprite. Roz has Veronica Burton and Courtney Williams. They are set to duel to conclude first round action here on True TV.
This is a matchup of the 4 and 5 seeds. Courtney, as the higher seed, you get to choose who shoots for ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that.
You gonna shoot it?
I'm gonna shoot that.
All right, here we go. Veronica's ball. Check up.
All right, here we go. Veronica Burton has ball first. You know Williams loves to hunt that shot in the mid-range. Burton can finish really in all areas. Both players don't shoot great percentages from the three-point line, so the paint will be their friend tonight, we think. There's Burton, deep position, and lays it home. Got Williams in the air.
Yeah, V is a very strong finisher. You see that behind the back. That's one of her go-to moves.
Make it, take it. Burton, the bump doesn't matter.
And she's also just very strong. And she's using that frame, the physicality, and her ability to get right downhill in spots around her.
Williams said ahead of this season, I'm after that money this year. 200K's on the line. Burton, a 6-0 spurt.
Efficient buckets, 3 layups, 3 paint touches.
Back to the starting point, which is half court. At the Sprite logo, a filthy crossover. Burton couldn't finish it. Second chance opportunity, and a foul by Williams.
That was. I mean, you don't often see Courtney Williams that shook off her spot. What Burton has done is just operated right up the chute. She's going straight through the lane.
And Courtney Williams got hyped up by her twin.
Yes, her fellow stud bud, Napheesa Heidemann, she wanted to be quoted directly, guys. She said, Court is one of them ones. Top 2 and not 2. You do the math, period, end quote.
She said that to me, too. Curious. And Burton just won the game.
Wow.
The first shot of the night. 11-0. Blanks Courtney Williams. Don can't believe it either.
Veronica Burton said, I do this. Ones is my thing.
That game only took 1 minute, 23 seconds.
Sarah, the expression on your face right now.
I have the same expression Courtney Williams does when she's such a great sport, because she too almost can't believe it. And credit to Veronica Burton, because her level of efficiency and the economy of movement, dribbles, and effectiveness after going to the hoop, play after play, knocks down the three-point shot and does it in a pretty fashion through the legs, bottoms.
That was the only three of the game. That's all that was needed. An 11-0 blanking by Veronica Burton. She's with Roz.
Veronica, you just got that win 11-0. What did you tap into to shut Courtney out?
I mean, I was just trying to be aggressive, get to the rim early, see the ball go in, and just try and stay on offense.
What do you think is your strength in this tournament?
I think my strength, my quickness, and just being able to score inside and out.
What was the mindset that allowed you to not even let her have a chance, a sniff at coming back?
I mean, Courtney's a phenomenal scorer, so I just wanted to stay on offense.
All right, well, congratulations on your first win. Here's your name card, and you can take that, put it on the bracket, and advance to the next round.
Speaking of quickness, that game was fast.
A blur. A blur.
Believe it.
Napheesa Hardeman is like, Roz, what I told you before the game, actually, can I take that back? Nah,
misquote. I'm just like, I wrote down the word cold, because I feel like Veronica Burton is just stone cold in how she won that. Smooth, cold killer. Off the bounce or from three. That was impressive to watch.
So off to the second round to face the 1 seed in Pot A, Kelsey Mitchell. Here he was talking about maybe they won't use the three-pointer, and Veronica Burton seals the deal with a triple over Williams. Come back with us. We'll wrap up the night at Sephora Arena, the Unrivaled one-on-one tournament presented by Sprite.